And this is the scene here at the Cardiff City Stadium. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. It's Wales versus the Netherlands.
Well, Derek, when looking forward to this game, you can't help but notice there are some great matchups all over the pitch, particularly in those central areas. Whichever team wins more of those battles will win the game.
A look at the starters for Wales. Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands.
Well, 4-4-2 is a good formation if it's played well. It covers most of the bases defensively, and if you can then rotate your positions when you regain possession, you can also be fluid in attack. Let's hope we see that today.
And so the battle commences. Mikel Merino. And back to Rush. Not advantage with them. Referee says play on. Well, no advantage in the end. And she'll pull it back for the free kick. Played in there. Well, they had a decent reading of that ball in. Virgil van Dijk. Well, trying to keep Ian Rush quiet, never an easy task. Stuart, what might we see from him in this one?
Well, the best players are the ones that can play in tight areas, and he can certainly play in tight areas. He wriggles out of situations, he can find that penetrative pass, and he's such a good player when he gets the ball out of his feet and gets shots away. He could be the outstanding player today.
In with a chance. And a goal to give them the lead. They have their reward.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. But I think the keeper has made a mistake here. While it's a decent finish, it should go in at that near post.
Well, back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Davids. Rijkaard. Van Basten has it. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. But then the commentator's curse comes into play.
Your wife is waiting for you.
Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Frank Rijkaard now. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, and a perfect ball now. How about this? Rijkaard. Superb block.
Well, the stats show us that the hosts haven't had that much of the ball, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
And the threat on the counter-attack is very real. Here they come again. Just cutting off the supply. Davids. Frank Rijkaard. Well, they're sitting ever deeper. And Baston. Moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser. Oh, what an astonishing goal! Almost from a different postal code. That was as clean as a whistle. You cannot strike them any better than that.
Well, we won't get tired of seeing this, will we? Because that struck so sweetly. He really does surprise everybody here, not least the keeper. What a good finish that is.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Jepcott. Laid into the centre. The save was a good one. Who can he pick out? Young. And struggling to get the shot off. Really vital interception here. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, we're picking him out for a reason. He's having a tremendous game in attack, Stuart.
Well, he's looked sharp, hasn't he? Yes, he scored a good goal, but his general play has been excellent. I've enjoyed watching him today.
And they kick off here. And so the second half gets underway. Almost a case of the two teams saying to each other, whatever you can do, I can do just as well. Rijkaard. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. And the emphasis is on creativity. Van Nistelrooy. And thwarting his opponent in the nick of time. He's driven in the corner. Not really the ideal clearance. And a useful cross. Well, it still could be dangerous. And Baston. Now with Cruyff. Big chance. Oh, yes! It's gone in! And now a chance for them to revel in the moment.
Well, I have to say, this is a really good goal. Just look how well balanced he is. He knows he's going to be under pressure, but he shows great composure to hit the target.
So the ball is rolling again. 2-1 the score. What's going to happen next? Marcus Edwards. Young. Electing to cross into the centre. Well, nothing productive, really. And given away. Being egged on by the crowd. And it goes! The leveller! Thrilling stuff here.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Davids. Van Nistelrooy has it. Struggling to keep the ball. Oh, he's lost possession. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? And snuffing out the danger. Ethan Ampadu. On the scent of a winner late in this game. Oh, they've done it! They've forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
Well, here it is, 1v1 against the keeper, and the outcome was never really in doubt. He never looked like missing that.
And time for the change now. What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? Not what you want to be doing when you've already been cautioned. And it is the case that 2 yellows equal a red.
Well, that was always going to happen. He just couldn't contain himself, could he?
And they will make the change now. Well, do they have it in them to level this? This could be the equaliser, but no! When your goalkeeper comes up with a save like that late in the game, you have cause to be thankful.
Well, that could be a key moment. They have to take those sort of chances. They won't get too many more, but let's credit the goalkeeper.
A corner then, and with time running out, they've got to ask questions. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, full marks to him for that header, but the goalkeeper did his job. Well, they are behind, but can they give themselves a boost with this corner? Played over. Not messing around with that clearance. Cruyff. Well, the attack carried promise, but petered out. And the referee blows for full time. That haunting feeling for the Netherlands. They've lost this game. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good individual displays. In the end, though, they won't be happy with the defeat, nor the manner of it, conceding so late on.
Well, he put in a really thorough performance here, Stuart.
Well, he gave that back line a torrid time, didn't he? He was far too sharp for them, always looking to play on the shoulder, took his goals well too. Clearly the difference maker today.
In with a chance. And a goal! And Baston moving the ball nicely, trying to carve out the equaliser. Oh, what an astonishing goal! Now with Cruyff. Big chance! Oh, yes! Being egged on by the crowd. And it goes! They're on the scent of a winner late in this game. Oh, they've done it! They forged ahead. Hello, it's great to be with you, and no problems at all on the weather front as we get ready for this match. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me in the commentary box, providing expert analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. It's Iceland versus the Netherlands.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
This is the starting 11 for Iceland. Koke starts alongside Stanislav Lobotka in central midfield. And up front is the vastly experienced Edin Dzeko. Here's the starting 11 for the Netherlands. And the contest begins. Stanislav Lobotka. And here's Kluivert. And on to Robin. Patrick Kluivert. Kluivert! Well, a long-distance effort and a highly respectable one, Stuart.
Well, he surprised everybody, including me. It's a decent effort, you have to say.
A super tackle and they've won possession. Crossing possibilities. Van der Vaart. Every pass hitting its target. Well, it's sat up for him, but not seriously troubling the goalkeeper. Well, what about that opportunity a few minutes ago? We can see it again now. Van der Vaart. And on to Robin. Showing patience as well as persistence in the build-up. He'll try his luck here. Well, decent save there. Corner kick played in. And he clears the danger. Setting off perhaps a little bit too much here. Frimpong. Van der Vaart. Just the challenge that was required. And the counter looks on here. Options available. And a clear foul, but the referee letting the play flow. Now he must favour the cross. Well, his control let him down badly, and it's going to be a goal kick. Roy. Davids. Stam. Van der Vaart. Gullit. No degree of difficulty at all for the keeper.
Well, as you can see, the Netherlands have enjoyed more of the ball, but it's been a frustrating performance from them so far. They just haven't had enough guile in the final third. It's all been a bit too predictable, which has to change if they want to win this one.
Can he deliver it with accuracy? Oh, a goal! And every player's worst nightmare, because this will go down as an own goal.
Well, here it is again, and quite clearly that's an own goal. He's a bit unfortunate, really.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Girotto. On the offensive. A really intense pressure applied. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Well, a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner.
Well, the crowd are doing their bit. Can they find the equaliser here?
Over it comes. And the referee's verdict is penalty kick. Chance to even things up here. And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, as you can see, the keeper just stands still and the ball's hit down the side of him. It's a strange one in the end.
The first half here comes to an end. Well, truth be told, his influence on this game has been very limited. What have you made of his performance, Stuart?
Well, as the touch map shows us, he hasn't been getting into the right areas to cause damage. He's such a good player around the box, but not today. He's been disappointing.
And as the second half commences, both sides can reflect on a first half in which they were so very evenly matched. Oh, a fine block. And that is going to be a free kick. Well, straight into the meat of the penalty area. Lobotka. No let-up in the pressing department. He's in with a chance. And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning scenes here!
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect, and there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
So back underway at 2-1. Tight contest here. Not a good pass. Oh, a nice looking pass. Well, he had a bit of work to do in getting to that through ball, the goalkeeper. And there to intervene. Lobotka. Oh, he's really opened them up here. And cleared behind for what is going to be a corner kick. Who can he pick out? Well, we have 20 minutes left in this game. How about the cross? And you need your defender to take charge. He might be able to profit from the wide position. Well, the cross needed to be better than that one. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? And now the delivery. No one able to do any damage with it. And collected tidily. He had plenty to think about. Ten minutes to go. Pass after pass, happy to just keep possession and frustrate their opponents. Well, almost there. The final whistle nearly upon us. Have they done enough to secure victory? Stuart, your take?
Well, it's been a decent performance from them. They've certainly played the more expansive football and had the better individuals. Can they now just see this?
It has to be! Oh, late drama here! All level again! Incredible scenes!
Well, let's look at this again. To pick out this pass shows wonderful vision. It's inch perfect. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
And level again here. This has been quite the roller coaster ride. Christian. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 3 minutes to be added on. Frank. Van der Vaart. And a goal at this stage might well turn out to be decisive. And a foul in the opinion of the referee. Now, what can they do from this free kick situation? And that is going to be that. They couldn't be separated when all was said and done. So a draw on this one. And Stuart, interested to know what you made of the Netherlands.
Well, Derek, it will feel like a defeat in that dressing room. They had the game won and were in control, but they just couldn't see it out. That's a real blow to them.
Well, there's a good reason why we're highlighting him. Really dominant in attack in this game, Stuart.
Well, it was a good comeback, and he played a big part in that. He just kept plugging away, and in the end, he got his reward with the equaliser.
Chance to even things up here. Can he deliver it with accuracy? Oh, a goal! Lobotka. No let-up in the pressing department. He's in with a chance. And it's in! They're back in front! Stunning save! It has to be! Oh, late drama here!
Schön, dass Sie alle da sind. Dann beginnen wir mit den Fragen. Wir sind am Ende angekommen. Danke für Ihre Fragen und bis zum nächsten Mal.
The atmosphere is building. This one is always a classic, but what drama will we have for you today? Don't go anywhere. All the action coming up next.
And hello from Saudi Arabia. We find ourselves today at the King Fahd Stadium in the city of Riyadh. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me here on the commentary gantry is the former Arsenal and West Ham United midfield man, Stuart Robson. And very much looking forward to bringing you live action from the Bundesliga in a matter of moments. It is Bayern Munich facing Borussia Dortmund.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Well, here is the Bayern side.
Well, it's the basic 4-4-2 formation, but played well, it can be really effective. And key to its success are the wide midfield players. They have to be fit, they need to be able to run with the ball, and they need to double up with their fullbacks. It's a really tough role for them.
Here's the starting 11 for Borussia Dortmund. Mats Hummels starts with Rafael Guerreiro as fullbacks. Marco Reus plays with Christian Pulisic out wide, and it's two strikers up front who'll look to provide the goal-scoring threat. And this confrontation is underway. Xabi Alonso. The tackle completely mistimed, and you would expect a booking under the circumstances. Well, there we have it. The first yellow card of the game.
And he's going to have to be careful now. There's a long time to go here.
Is it going to be? Shot blocked, but still alive. Alonso. Müller! A smart stop here. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, he was the picture of concentration following the corner. Hummels. Jude Bellingham. Bayern just weren't going to be stopped last time out in the win against Wolfsburg. How do you think this one will go, Stuart?
Well, that was a really good result. To go away and win required a top-quality performance. But today will be much harder for them. If they play with energy and resilience, I think they're going to draw out of this game.
A really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. Well, let's have a look at the table, and still very tight near the summit. Both managers know today could be crucial for their title hopes. And Stuart, no margin for error.
Absolutely not. This is a massive game for both teams. So I'm expecting a really tough battle today between two very good sides. Let's just hope it's not too cagey.
Clears it away.
Well, you sense it's just a matter of time before they do score, Derek. They've been piling on the pressure now and really should be ahead in this one.
Philipp Lahm. Unal. Alonso. And Kimmich. And return to Müller. And he takes on the shot. No way through. Rice. A move of promise on the flank. And on to Robin. Far from a good pass. Pulisic. Top-class defending. Müller. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Xabi Alonso. He takes aim. Oh, goodness me, off the post. That is that for the first half here. Well, he was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Stuart, your thoughts?
Well, I've been disappointed with him in that first half. He just didn't have an impact on the game. Yes, the service into him wasn't great, but his movement needs to be a lot better. Let's hope he improves in the second half.
And now they get the ball rolling. Xabi Alonso. Well, there we have it. The first yellow card. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. Still pushing for the goal that would put them ahead, but not forcing it. Pressing high to win the ball. Franz. Well, let us point you in the direction of the Europa League quarter-final first leg. The game is live on EA TV. It's Borussia Dortmund against Real Sociedad.
Well, what a first leg that should be. It will be a tense tactical battle, but certainly an intriguing matchup. Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
Now sending it in. Oh, super header, but the goalkeeper was up to the task. Well, an opportunity here for them to get their noses in front from the corner. And over it comes. Well, the goalkeeper made it look as though there was no pressure on him whatsoever. Jude Bellingham. And so 30 minutes left for play in this one. The goal to put them in front. And there's a turn-up for the books based on what we've seen in this game so far.
Well, let's take another look, and it's not good enough defensively. They're slow to react, don't get tight enough, and don't deal with the situation. And there's the outcome.
So back in business in this match, and Borussia Dortmund hold the lead. Müller. And Bayern moving the ball with purpose. Kimmich. Müller. Schweinsteiger. Takes the shot. And a penalty awarded. Spot kick coming up. And Dortmund will go to the bench. And now to level the game. And slotted home. Well, his heart might have been fluttering, but he didn't show it. A goal from the spot.
Well, as you can see, the keeper makes no effort in the end. He was hoping it would be struck down the middle, but it's an easy finish, really.
Back underway following the equaliser. Kohler. And Bellingham. It's a good Dortmund move in the making. Lewandowski. And on to Bellingham. Well, a crucial... Can he put it in? And a goal it is! But offside is the verdict.
Well, it's a good finish, but he was... just offside. Great decision by the assistant.
And Bayern will change personnel now. Mateus. Robin. And Mateus has it. Lam. Precise ball movement. Hernandez. Lothar Mateus. Onto Hernandez. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Rice.
Well, you can hear these Bayern fans driving their team forward. Are we going to have a dramatic finish here? I think there's every chance.
We've had the official word. There will be a minimum of 2 added minutes. Using his physical strength to shield it. Well, it could be on for him here. Oh, good reflexes from the keeper and the danger averted. Substitution it is for Dortmund. Corner kick played in. Still not clear. Just couldn't get it through. Oh, the referee has given it. Penalty it is. To give them the lead here. And confidently converted.
Well, as you can see, the keeper just stands still and the ball's hit down the side of him. It's a strange one in the end.
Time here, and the victory goes to Bayern Munich.
Well, Derek, it was very competitive. Chances at both ends, but I feel they were the better team, and they deserved their victory.
Well, he put in a really thorough performance here, Stuart.
Well, he's the match winner, and deservedly so. He was outstanding today. He's great to watch when he's in this sort of form.
To give them the lead here. And confidently converted.
Danke, dass Sie für ein kurzes Statement hier sind, so kurz nach dem Spiel. Das war's auch schon. Vielen Dank.